Hello, my name is Ben Hiddle, Director of Security at Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences. This orientation is to help you become familiar with your PNWU Security Department. The Security Department consists of a full-time director and security officers. Our goal is to provide a crime-free, safe, comfortable setting here on campus. Security staff is trained in the areas of safety, security, and law enforcement. PNWU security are licensed to carry a firearm but do not have arrest authority. The department is tasked with discouraging criminal activity and keeping the campus community aware of any safety and security issues in a timely manner. The Security Department implements and monitors university security and emergency plans, patrols all buildings and grounds, and investigates and reports any suspicious and/or reported breaches of safety or security. The Security Department will be manned by a security director and security officers during the hours of campus operation. A security kiosk is manned in the front lobby of Butler-Haney Hall, which monitors students and visitor entry. The building and exterior is equipped with closed-circuit television monitoring and recording devices. The Security Director's office is located at Butler-Haney Hall, room 140. The 24/7 contact to security is 509-823-3346. Please place this number in your cell phone directory for easy reference. Your security department does many other functions along with enforcement, such as vehicle lockouts, jump starts, and flat tire assists. PNWU's security department works hand in hand with local law enforcement agencies. We are located in Yakima County Sheriff's Department jurisdiction. Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences installed an indoor-outdoor VoIP paging system in May of 2013 as part of PNWU's emergency notification system. The primary function of the ENS is to provide emergency notifications and timely warnings to the students, staff, and faculty of PNWU. During an emergency, trained personnel will disseminate an emergency notification out to all students, faculty, and staff through the ENS system via overhead paging, email, voice, and text messages. This message will give instruction on the type of warning and action that should immediately be taken. PNWU Safety and Security falls within the East Valley Fire Department's jurisdiction. In the case of a fire alarm, the gathering locations are in the sports field just southwest of Butler-Haney Hall and also the parking lot just south of Cadwell Student Center. If your apartment complex or residence does not have a secure mailbox, consider a P.O. box or private companies such as Mailermore. Private companies are also allowed to receive packages, whereas the post office will not. Our parking lots enhance personal safety with pedestrian lighting and landscape design. Auto theft is one of the highest ongoing crimes in the United States today. The most common vehicles stolen are Honda Accords, Civics, Toyota Camry, Integras, Subarus, Nissan Sentras, Dodge Caravans, Saturns, Ford Explorers, and the Nissan Pathfinder. Your security department highly recommends the use of a club locking device on your automobile steering wheel. Warm-up auto thefts increase in the Yakima County every winter. Yakima County was 5th in the nation in 2008 in auto thefts per capita with 1,308. Keep in mind this is compared with our neighboring Seattle Bellevue, which had 15,604 auto thefts, not even making the top 10. Washington State averages 79 auto thefts a day. Don't be a statistic. This crime stat chart shows reportable crimes required by the Clery Act and the Department of Education. You'll note that blue designates 2010, red 2011, and green 2012. More importantly, please note that above all the crimes listed, the majority are property crimes, and PNWU shows 0 crimes on campus. This is a crime mapping photograph taken from spotcrime.com. You'll notice that the red arrow is pointing towards 200 University Parkway, which is our campus. No crimes. The surrounding area has predominantly property crimes. However, the 2 red bullseyes in the center were homicides. CPTED, CPTED, is an acronym for Crime Prevention through Environmental Design, based on the theory that the proper design and effective use of the built environment can lead to a reduction in the incidence and fear of crime and in an improvement in the quality of life. Research shows that by changing the environment, one can change people's behaviors within that given environment. CPTED is implemented on our PNWU campus. CPTED lighting is proper lighting. Lighting is such as to be at lower levels that light faces rather than tops of heads. The rule of thumb is seeing a person approaching within 100 feet and being able to see their face, which allows humans to determine if it's friend or foe. CPTED landscape shows that trees are trimmed from the ground up to about 5 to 6 feet in height. Shrubs are trimmed below window levels. The idea is to not allow people to hide behind trees or bushes, nor stash stolen property within them. Modern building design shows entries clearly displayed with adequate lighting. Offices and classrooms face parking lots for added sets of eyes. And the last element of CPTED is site location. Site location is considered in what type of territorial reinforcement is needed for the campus. An example of site location would be a public bus transit center built next to a high crime neighborhood, which would cause conflict in the use of space. This is an excerpt from a friend and colleague, Lieutenant Colonel David Grossman, retired, on sheep, wolves, and sheepdogs. Most of the people in our society are sheep. They are kind, gentle, productive creatures who can only hurt one another by accident. I submit to you that the murder rate is only 6 per 100,000, and the aggravated assault rate is only 4 per 1,000. Thus, the vast majority of Americans are not inclined to hurt one another. And then there are wolves. Wolves feed on the sheep without mercy. Wolves have a capacity for violence and no empathy for your fellow citizen, an aggressive sociopath. And then there are sheepdogs. Sheepdogs live to protect the flock and to confront the wolf. The sheepdog has the capacity for violence, yet the deep love for your fellow citizen. A sheepdog, a warrior, someone who can walk into the heart of darkness. I am your sheepdog. My security officers and I live to protect the flock and confront the wolf. Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences has implemented armed security non-commissioned since opening August of 2008. The need for armed security may better be explained by excerpts from Charles Engelbright and Sean Hubbard, majors and thesis work in the United States Army. The average duration of active shooters incidents in institutions of higher education within the United States is 12.5 minutes. In contrast, The average response time of local law enforcement to these incidents is 18 minutes. In the majority of active shooter incidents affecting the United States institutions of higher education, the emergency response time greatly exceeds the incident duration and affords law enforcement authorities no opportunity to interdict the shooter or prevent further casualties. This stark contrast between response requirements and response capability by law enforcement promote the need for armed security already in place, reducing the rate of kill of active shooters. Remember, PNWU security may be reached in the following methods: cell phone at 509-823-3346, or the Security Director's office, where you may also leave a message at 509-249-7727. Thank you for watching this video. I strongly recommend you take the time to review the YouTube video on Run, Hide, Fight, and also the Campus Safety and Security Report.